Hello there, guys! Today I'll be talking about the upcoming astronomy lookout for the next 2 weeks, January 20th to February 2nd. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Astronomy365. How's the year been so far for you? For me, it's been generally pretty good, but astronomy-wise, it has been horrible. I barely stargazed at all, with the only constellations I've seen being the very noticeable ones, like Orion and Gemini. But hopefully, you've seen more stuff than me. And if you haven't, then you might be able to soon with this guide. Let's get started! Let's start with Mercury. This small planet's little cycle has started up again, with it being pretty decent to see in the mornings from where we left off. And on the 30th, it will be the optimal time to see it in the mornings. At the beginning of this range, it will come kind of close to Messier 25, and at the end, it will almost exit Sagittarius, which has been in for 2 months. Wow. Okay, guys, let's finally talk about all the stuff with Venus. On the 22nd, it slides about half a degree away from Saturn, as I said in the previous video. This all happens around a degree away from Deneb Algeti, a second magnitude star, which I saw once. Too bad Venus is an inner planet, and so it moves very quickly compared to Saturn. Due to that fact, the event will only last for a short time. Then, barely 2 days later, it exits Capricornus and goes on to Aquarius, where it gets easier and easier to see in the evenings. Still, it won't stick around for long there. Then, the moon. It's new on the 21st, but in China it's on the 22nd, and so I believe that's why Chinese New Year is then. And then it's the first quarter on the 28th. It's also giving lots of high fives in this range, with Venus on the 23rd, Jupiter on the 25th, Uranus on the 28th, the Pleiades on the 30th, and Mars on the 31st. Then Mars. It's slowly dimming from its big shine in December last year, dropping from around minus 1.6 magnitude to minus 0.6 magnitude in 1 month. Again, find a big red dot high in the sky. You might confuse it with Aldebaran of Taurus, but it's around 5 times dimmer than Mars, which should be sitting around 10 degrees away from it. Jupiter time. It's sitting in pieces all cool and still with no bright things around it, so it should be easy to locate at magnitude -2. In the early evenings, look southwest to see a big ball in the sky. They shouldn't be close to the horizon, that's Venus, but higher in the sky, setting at 10-ish. Finally, Saturn. We know it has its big conjunction with Venus, but after that, since it's a pretty slow planet, it just stays there lingering around in that spot where the two planets seem to touch. So if you can keep track of where that big -4th magnitude dot in the sky was on January 22nd, you're good to go with Saturn for the next couple of weeks. And for Uranus and Neptune, I'll put them here as always. Uranus sits around 1 to 2-ish, to see make a line from Mars to Pleiades and extend around 15 degrees. Neptune sits at around 8:30 to 9:30-ish, is close to the middle of Dipta in Cetus and Markab in Pegasus. To sum it up, all I can say is some planets are stealing the fame and others lack it. Once again, I'll say the best constellations to see in this range of days: Ursa Minor, Ursa Major, Camelopardalis, Lynx, Cancer, Hydra, Monoceros, Puppis, Pix, Carina, Vela, Volans, Chameleon, and Octans. Southern Hemisphere gazers, now's their time to shine. The Alpha Centaurids will start on January 28th and will be visible until late in February. Stay tuned for more updates. Star-wise, the Southern Hemisphere is buzzing with bright stars, being exceptionally great to see in this time. On January 23rd, Avior in Carina is at its best visibility, and on the 21st, Rhaegor in Vela is at its best. Those are first magnitude stars, so it should be easy to see them if you live under the equator. For the northern hemisphere, the brightest stars are 3rd or 4th magnitude that are the best to see in this range, but I'll give a shout out to the Beehive cluster, peaking on the 28th. Have a great time gazing. Goodbye.